Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you're still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go. Yo, what up, man? It's Friday night. Appreciate everybody there with your patience and tapping in while we do the intro and all that good stuff, man. We like to let it build up a little bit, man,
Yeah.
No, but shout out to everybody on here, man. Ghetto Child, Reckless, Lisa. Appreciate y'all, man,
Shout out my young outlaws, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're here with Mikey Mike, man. MikeyMic628. And I want to apologize in person, bro, for chopping it up to 626 and shit.
Nah, you good.
I thought it was the area code and shoot, and I was like, oh man, you good.
You
don't know his area code. Let me correct it for him and shit,
Nah, you good, brother. It's crazy because, like I said, you're not the only one who gets it mixed up. 628 is not an area code, guys. It's my government name on the dial pad. 628, that's my government name on the dial pad, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, yo.
Nah, that's what's up. And you know what I noticed too, man, that a lot of young artists right now, bro, put numbers in their name and shit, huh?
No, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Like my boy Young Duck 626.
Yeah, because that's the actual area code. And shit.
That's the actual area code.
From La Puente and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm wearing the new emoji shirt right here with the mind blown, bro. Yeah. Took one to the head and shit, man.
I love all your emoji designs, bro. Go check them out on the website.
Yeah, we tried the emojis, man.
Yup.
Nah, hey, bro. But yeah, why don't you start off by introducing yourself a little bit, bro?
My name is MikeyMic628. I'm coming from the city of Fontana. I'm a self-made hustler, baby. That's my music label. Shout out to my boy Young Duck 626. Shout out my young outlaws. Shout out Ghetto Child. Shout out Not All Rest in Peace, baby. Shout out to the Pure and Cut team. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who supports me. Shout out to my wife and my son because they're my biggest supporters. That part.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. Yeah. You got everybody there?
Oh, nah, bro, I got too many people.
You always gonna forget somebody and they're gonna be like, hey, homie, you didn't give me no shout out, bro.
How come you didn't shout me out? Yeah, shout out my dog, Nate. You know what I mean? I know there's a few people I missed right now, but shout out the whole team and everybody who supports me.
Yeah. I fuck with Nate, bro, for sure, man. And Young Duck and Ghetto Child, bro. But Nate stood out the most actually from who I met. And no shade on anybody, but the homie came up to me. He had submitted a song and I forgot about it. And he came up to me and he's like, hey, homie, I don't mean no disrespect, but I sent you that song and you didn't play it, bro. And I was like, oh, shit, my bad, bro,
You forgot me. Yeah. You forgot my shit.
And he's a little tall, bro, so I was looking up and shit, man.
I feel it. My boy, like, almost 6 foot. Yeah. My boy, he young, too. He a young cat. He's a young one, bro.
You got talent for sure. I was like, oh, yeah, I got you on the next one, bro. I got you for sure, man,
Bro.
And that ended up being a banger, bro. The one that he played right there with Sick Yuli.
Oh, Sick Uli and Mason King.
Yeah, that was a dope ass banger.
Yeah, I think I know which one it was. It was the one that was filmed in front of his house.
Oh, all right. I think that's the one. Yeah. That shit was rocking, bro. It had me rocking for sure, man.
Hell yeah.
Nah, so yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, bro? Like where'd you grow up?
Shit. Well, all right. So like I said, my birth certificate says I'm from Monterey Park. My family, they stay in La Puente. I stayed there till maybe like 9 years old, and then I moved to Fontana from that age and been in Fontana like my whole life. As of right now, I'm still in Fontana. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I do the music. I'm a producer. I'm a videographer. I'm an artist as well. You know what I mean? So I just do everything all around. You know what I mean? Because I like to be involved in the culture and just, have my hands dipped in everything and shit.
Oh,
you know
what I mean?
So, yeah, but for the most part, bro, like I'm coming from the city of Fontana,
Oh, that's what's up, man. I remember when Fontana was like far, bro.
Oh, yeah.
If you were right now in Fontana and I would go, that would be like the weekend trip, bro. Yeah. That's how far it was back then and shit,
No, yeah.
I remember when the first homie moved that I know about moved to Fontana, and then there was like, oh, I'm moving to, they used to call it Fonteezy and shit.
Fonteezy or Fontucky.
Yeah. And I was like, where the fuck is Fontana, bro? Like, I never even heard of that shit. When you grow up, you stay local. I guess now with social media, it's so easy to be like, oh, that's that side. But when you were growing up without social media, like in my day, and I'm not that old, but, I didn't have all this social media, right, bro? You didn't know where certain shit was at, It was kind of like, oh, somebody had to give you an address, and then you printed it out on MapQuest with the directions and shit.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, take a left right here, homie, on Clinton Ave and shit, Because you were following step by step, right? From MapQuest. Who remember MapQuest, yo?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But now it's like, fool, you go to Fontana and come back in one day and shit,
For
you know?
real, it's real shit, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people are migrating that way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you know, renting a little cheaper in certain
Yeah,
areas.
for sure. I had my family before they moved to AZ, bro. They moved to Victorville.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was far as
That's
fuck.
still
And
far
after
from
that,
where
I
I'm
was
at.
going on Saturday and coming back on the same day and
Yeah,
shit,
no,
bro.
I
You
feel
know?
it. I feel it.
Yeah.
And like honestly, I'm right there in Fontana down the hill, but like still Hesperia is still far from me. Shit.
Yeah. From you, huh?
That's up
Imagine
there.
coming from
That's
all the way
still-
from
I
over
can
here and
picture
shit,
that
from the
shit.
South Bay, dude, you know?
Yo.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, but yeah, social media did open the world, Lisa, for sure. It made it a lot smaller, man, you know? You got people digital dating, ain't even met in
I
person and
know.
shit, man, you know?
Don't get catfished, y'all.
Yeah, don't get catfish. Be in a 2-year relationship, you
That's
know?
crazy, bro. Yo.
I'm a little old school, bro. I mean, luckily I've been married. I ain't got to worry about all that. I'm about to be 17 years married next Saturday, bro.
That's right. That's right.
And
that's right.
I've been with my girl for like more than 20 years now and shit.
Hey,
So,
hey, likewise with me, bro. Like
that's what's up.
I've been with my wife since I was in high school.
Oh,
You know what I
dope,
mean? So
dope.
I've fucked, bro. Shit. I'm 34 now. I've been with her since I was 17, and I got married with her when my son was born. So 2016 is when I got married.
Oh, that's what's
You know what I
up,
mean?
bro.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
with my wife for the longest.
That's
you know?
what's up, man.
Shout out
yeah,
to
yeah.
wifey, you know.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to
She
wifey.
watching and shit.
Yup,
She
that
better
part.
be watching this shit.
No, that part.
I'm bullshitting. Nah, but that is a trip, dude. Cause right now, I think if I was dating right now, bro, I don't think I can handle the pressure of dating today in this fast world, bro.
I know.
You get me? Where
I
it's
feel it.
like I feel like now it's like nothing serious no more. You get me?
Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel like it's and all the social sites that give you, the dating sites and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that. It changed the game of dating, bro. You don't fucking go up to a person like, hey, what's your name? What's your size?
For real.
You don't do that no more. And I was all
Yeah.
like, she got a Tinder or something like that.
Oh,
Swipe, okay,
and then
book a
you're
date.
dating her and they're probably still on Tinder and shit and you're like, what the fuck and shit. You
Book
know?
a date. Book a date.
Yeah, I don't think I can
Nah,
take it.
Shit has changed, bro.
Charlie
Shit has
West, you think you can
changed.
turn the AC on and shit, bro? My bad. It's getting a little warm up in here and shit,
Yeah,
man. I'm wearing a
yeah.
little thin t-shirt, man. So
I'm a big boy, bro. So
I run hot too, bro.
Yeah,
I don't call it big boy. I just be like, yeah, I run hot, homie, you know?
I tell my lady, I run extra sexy, baby.
Extra
I'm sorry.
sexy.
I'm extra sexy.
I'm a fucking battery right now and shit, bro. You know?
Nah, I feel it.
Nah.
I feel it.
But yeah, definitely. So yeah, I don't think I could date in this fast ass world, bro, right now, and how everything there's no commitment to things. At least from my perspective, I could be wrong, bro.
No, I feel
You
it.
know, nothing serious anymore, and it's kind of like I don't know. It's just not my vibe right now.
No,
but
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
it. If you got somebody in your life, bro, and she's really special, bro, it's rare to find that shit.
Yeah.
Keep that. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
even
this
friends
shit-
now, bro.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
even
that
friends
part.
now, like I mean, I don't know, but it ain't like friends used to be, dude. You get me?
I feel it. I feel that. Yeah.
Like
no,
I go
feel it.
out and have drinks with some fools I meet at work and all that, and we hit it off and everything, bro. And we vibing and shit, and then that's it, bro. I never hear about them ever again and shit. You get me?
again. No, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. Like, yeah, my circle's very small. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
I was over here thinking like, oh shit, I just met a new best friend. You know?
I feel that. My circle's very small, bro. I'm not gonna say I got a lot of friends. You know what I mean? Like, if I chill with somebody and I'm with a big group, it's because I'm there with a couple of homies that invited me and shit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
part.
what's up, bro.
Yup.
But now, yeah. So back to you, bro. You know, so you do all three, bro. Which one did you start doing first, bro? Like
All right, the first I started. I tried to be an artist first.
painting and
no,
shit?
no, as far like rapping.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I would say like maybe in high school, I had got my first little mic when I was in I want to say like 10th grade. I got my first little USB mic and started working off of Mixcraft and just started rhyming over fucking YouTube beats and shit.
Uh-huh.
But that's where I started, bro. Was basically the music. The music was something I've always enjoyed doing since a kid. And then as I got older, the videography is new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would say I've been doing it for maybe like 3 to 4 years now.
Yeah.
The videography is just something new. And yeah, bro, the music is where I started though. Honestly, the production, the beats kind of came after the music because I started learning the programs and all that shit
Oh,
to
that's
make
what's
the
up.
beats. Because I noticed how much beats are expensive as fuck.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
dude. Hell
They're
yeah.
very expensive. If you come across a good producer, you're gonna end up leasing something for like $100 or whatever.
And just leasing, dude. Huh?
That's leasing.
Oh,
That's not
yeah,
even
mhm.
exclusive rights, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like me, like I decided to learn, certain programs like Logic or FL Studio and try to do the beat aspect with it because I was an artist. I wanted beats, you know what I mean? So I started learning how to do the beats.
Do you think that beats, bro, matter who makes them?
Like what do you mean?
Like for example, all right, when somebody makes music, I mean, everybody, let's say, does it for the love of music, right?
Yeah.
But when you make a song, you want it to get the views,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right? So do you think that a certain producer can get you the views?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say certain producers have like a different ear, so you can get a different sound from them, and it might fit your style.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And definitely, I would say certain producers have, I would say they have, people behind them, if they're really good.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, but I do believe the producer is a very important aspect of an artist's career.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I feel like producers don't get the respect that they deserve.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
reality, it's always the artist, the person in front of the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That gets the glorification. But in reality, like
Nobody cares about the guy that set up the lights and shit,
yeah,
bro.
it's kind of like it's kind of like Tupac. They're barely finding out homeboy who did a lot of his shit.
I
was
never
Mexican,
knew
bro.
that shit, bro.
Yeah,
and when
my
I
boy
first
Chop
saw
put
it, it
me
was
up
on
on that.
TikTok. I was like, this shit is cat.
No, real shit.
I thought Dr. Dre was making all this shit. You
Yeah,
know?
no, hey, real shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would think someone like that, bro. But
Yeah.
bro. But I would say a producer has a very important part in an artist's, craft.
Oh, that's what's
Definitely.
up. Yeah. But like in terms of getting you the popularity, do you think that has to do with it? Because I think to me, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Well, to me, I feel like a producer has a dope ass beat, but you can buy a beat for $2,000, bro. You know, and be from Dr. Dre, let's say 10 grand,
Yep.
and you're not gonna make that 10 grand back. I don't think so. If you're whack.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah,
Or
facts.
and maybe not even whack, because there's a lot of rappers out right now that ain't got no talent and they popping and shit, bro.
Yeah,
You get me?
no, that part.
But
that
they
part.
got dope ass beats.
Yeah.
You get me? But
I don't know. I would say nowadays, like, I'm not trying to bash anybody trying to come up now, because
there's the platform for that, bro.
Because me personally, he's like, this is the platform to bash everybody coming up. No, but I'm not bashing anybody coming up, bro. You know, me personally, I listen to I find my music that I listen to now when I'm with my family shit is oldies, bro. I listen to oldies. I rarely listen to the hip hop today.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm always listening to oldies and shit like that. But I would say nowadays, like an artist can say something so simple and blow up off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like nowadays, I don't think the producer is a big deal. Someone can make a beat. Anybody can make a beat. If the artist says something that catches somebody's attention and it's catchy like that, they can blow up out of nowhere because of social media.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you're right, because I've seen songs that I think are like dope and they got like 100 views. You get me? And the artist is dope, the video is dope, you know? But it's the discovery part, huh? That is always a challenge. No matter, you can have fucking Dr. Dre beat with a fucking, let's say like who's the best videographer right now, bro? Besides MikeyMic628.
Besides me, I don't know. I know there's a few videographers I know that I kind of like got my information from when I started the business. Like,
okay.
I would say like the first one would be LA Icon. You know what I mean? Like I seen he was doing the videos. I even had a video from him shot. He shot a video for me.
Oh, dope,
you know what I mean? So
I
was able to peep his setup and what he had, what equipment he was using, and how he did it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Another videographer I would say would be Exclusive. He's over there from Paris.
Destructive is dope and shit.
Destructive, I have not heard of Destructive.
He's from Oxnard. And Destructive,
okay.
He drops the music videos on his channel, and like that, you get the views.
All right.
You get me? Because he's guaranteed he has a following, right?
Yeah,
So
his
people are
channel
tapping
has a
in,
following,
So a lot of artists let them drop, or let them, I don't know what deals they work out, but he drops the videos on his platform and they get the views and shit. Which is another way of working, right? You know, for sure. You know?
Yeah. And I would say one more videographer that I did kind of pitch off of was his name is Infinite. He's also an artist. You know what I mean? He's from Riverside. But I would say those 3 videographers, after, getting videos from them, I was able to kind of pick what I wanted to start with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because I had an idea what was quality and what was 4K.
Oh,
and
okay.
what kept the camera stable and shit like that. Like, it was a process to learn the videography for me, and I'm still learning that shit right now.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
So,
I seen dope ass videos shot with an iPhone and shit.
Oh yeah,
It's
bro.
just the lighting.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
the lighting,
You know?
the creativity,
and
you know
the
what I mean?
creativity that goes
Yeah,
behind
it's the creativity that comes with it.
You know what is a good videographer for me? And I don't make music, but when they ask you for the song up front.
Oh, I've had that so many times.
And
bro.
they're like, hey, let me hear the song because I want to pitch some concept.
Yeah.
I've had homies come and show you like Mark Ford from Oxnard does this. He kind of creates like a little play, like a scene thing. Like, hey, we're gonna do this on this seeing this,
Like
like
he
that.
draws out the whole
He
scene.
basically draws them all out, bro, and then it gives you this vision.
Yeah.
And for success of songs, from my perspective, dude, from what I seen, from just working with Knockout and Young Dopey and shit and Wish, when the homies say like, "Fuck, this beat is dope," like I'm feeling like like you know every song they want to make is supposedly a banger. And Wish told me this one time. He's like, "Yeah, if I didn't think this was gonna be a banger, I wouldn't fuck with it at all, bro."
Nah,
You get me? So I'm trying to make every song a banger.
Nah,
But there's certain songs that they've told me that, oh, I feel this beat, bro, like this one right here, and those end up rocking, bro.
That's right.
You get me?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the spontaneous ones that come out pretty hard.
Right? And
Yeah.
they feel it. And I think the energy of the promotion behind the song also helps you out, right?
Hell yeah,
Like
no,
if you
definitely.
like pumped up about this jam, you're gonna be like, fuck,
definitely.
you want it to work out.
No,
huh?
I think promotion and marketing your shit is very important. You know what I mean? Like one of my boys, he was talking about this strategy. It's called like 80-20 or something like that. It's like 80% marketing and like 20% music. It's like you can make 2-3 songs and then spend fucking years marketing that song to make it blow up. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, marketing is a very important part of the music business. If y'all want to blow up, marketing is definitely what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to invest in money for sure on that marketing.
And then like, what do you find? So you started with being an artist, right?
Yeah.
Then you went into beats and then videography. And then what got you into videography after? Because you saw artists was something you were trying to do for yourself, right?
Well, yeah,
or that you do for yourself.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely got the equipment because I am an artist, and I make my own beats and music, so I wanted videos for myself in reality. But once I got the camera, it was like I started doing videos for my Young Outlaws, and like the business started coming. Like people started, oh, you doing videos now, dog? Like, bro. They started whoop-de-whoop. But there was a point when I first got the camera, bro, I got booked that year. Like that summer, I was like fully booked, bro. Like I had a video every week, you know, for like 2-3 months. And I was like, you know what I mean? But I first started the video shit for myself because I wanted, you know, content for myself. But eventually,
and wanted to do it whenever you wanted in a way, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But it ended up being me, you know, trying to make a business out of it. You know, trying to.
It played out that way.
Yeah, that's exactly how it played out. Because I got a lot of homies who do music, a lot of, you know, people who are involved in the music scene, so they're looking for a videographer. And once they found out I had it, they were like, "Oh yeah, bro, let's do it, let's get it." You know what I mean? So that's how it ended up right now. You know what I mean? Like just kept going with it.
Oh, that's what's up. And then, like, which one do you enjoy the most, bro?
Okay, let's see. I love doing music. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing it so long. It's something that I enjoy doing. The beats as well. But I rarely make the beats unless I want something. Just to be real. I mean, I don't just sit in the studio making beats all day. Like I got stacks of beats now. Like if I make a beat, it's fresh when you ask. You know what I mean? Like that's how I do it. The video shit, I enjoy it. I like it. It opens opportunities. It opens opportunities for me to go places and film somebody's content. But with that being said, I'm still networking. You know what I mean? So I like all of it. I'm not gonna lie, all three are dope. You know what I mean? I say the video part of it just opens up a little bit more doors to network because I'm just shooting more content for people. But the music is something I love to do, you know? So, but I would say the music is something I love. The video and the beats are more, I'm trying to make it a business. And as far as when you start making stuff a business, you do kind of get tired of doing it sometimes.
For sure.
So, you know
it's
what I mean?
Job.
Like, it's a job. You know, once you make something your job, you're just like, fuck, I don't want to edit this video.
Except you work for yourself, so you got to show up.
Exactly. I got to show up. I got to do everything. I got to, bro, it's like that sometimes. But the music, I don't know. Every time I do music, it's like, oh yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. I got my shit right here. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Like that's something I enjoy doing, bro. So yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. And you know what? I tried everything except rapping, dude.
That part?
Yeah.
You made beats before?
Yeah, I tried making beats and nobody liked them and shit. So I use them for background music and shit.
That's
on
dope,
the videos and shit.
On the ones that play on when you have the flyers up?
Yeah, like the flyers. Not all of them. Like some of them. I mix them in and shit.
That's dope.
Especially in the beginning, bro. You know. But now we work with so many producers now that I get a lot of deals, bro. And sometimes since I'm not monetizing or like some of the flyers and all that shit, they let me just use the beats, bro.
That's dope.
You know?
As fuck. That's dope.
They can still sell them, and then somebody will cash in on them, and then I'll just remove it or whatever shit. You know?
That's dope. That's dope as fuck.
Like I got a homie that I'm trying to play music in the background on the whole podcast, and he sent me a 2-hour file of just playing music of all his beats playing like a mix, so I can have it on the background as music. That's coming soon, man. Stay
That's
tuned.
dope.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have it
that's
like
dope as
all
fuck.
animated. So whenever you say something mysterious, it's gonna switch to a mysterious beat and shit.
That's
bro.
dope.
You know, like
That's
a movie
dope.
and
That's
shit.
dope as fuck.
You know?
It,
Nah,
it,
but
it sets the tone, bro. It
yeah,
sets
we're
the whole
setting
tone of
tones and
everything.
shit. So when you're watching a movie, you're gonna be like, oh shit,
Dun,
¿qué va a
dun,
decir? ¿Qué va a decir?
dun.
And shit, you know? But nah, we
Yeah.
always want to keep evolving, bro. We always
That's
want to
right.
keep like, and with music, any artistry, right? Like you can't keep doing the same shit forever because
No, yeah.
you peak, right?
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's like you end up going like being an artist is like you do when you're doing a bunch of tracks, it comes to a point where you start being repetitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the same shit. Oh, I did a track that sounds just like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think the challenge of being an artist is always trying to come up with something new that people haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
yeah.
then that's the last thing I want for sure for us, bro, is like somebody to turn on the podcast and be like, oh man, it's just another fucking episode. You get me? Like that's the last thing I want. I want people to be like, oh shit, what's that fool gonna do today?
Yeah, I
you get
can't
me?
wait.
Oh, what's popping today? and shit,
I
you
can't
get me?
wait. What's gonna happen next
Yeah,
episode?
yeah,
Tap
you know?
in, baby. Yeah, tap
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So that's the thing that we want. And I've learned that from TV, bro. From shows, like living on cliffhangers and shit. Right?
Yeah,
You
all the
know?
cliffhangers,
Yeah,
bro, making
yeah.
you want more and shit. Like,
You
what
remember?
happened?
And I don't know,
What
nobody. I
happened?
mean, I'm pretty sure you're old enough to remember before DVR and shit.
DVR,
where you had
the
to
V-
wait the next week to watch the fucking episode and shit.
I think
bro.
I could go far back as a VCR. That's what I remember.
Yeah, right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember, where you saw the episode every Wednesday at 6, and the next episode was next Wednesday at 6 and shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
now you binge watch fucking the whole season, 13, 15 episodes on Netflix and
Yeah,
shit.
I
You
know
know,
Netflix. Yeah, it changed the game, bro.
It changed the
Yeah,
game, bro.
all-
It's so
everything.
boring. I still try and break up my episodes because I'll be like sometimes I'm even just have it on. And I'm not even watching that shit,
I
bro,
know,
because it's
yeah.
just there and shit.
Yeah, you
get
just
me?
listen to it. You're not even watching that
you
shit.
know?
I'm the same
And I
way.
remember back then that hour of TV or whatever you were watching, like you were focused, bro. Because
Yep.
if you missed it,
Yo,
that was it,
that's
dude. You no rewind, no
you missed
nothing.
it. You
and
better
shit,
grab
you
your
know?
snacks and all that shit before you start watching.
For reals, man. I used to hate that, dude. You know?
I feel it.
There's X-Men. I watch X-Men right now. I don't know if you've seen that cartoon.
You talking about X-Men like the cartoon?
The cartoon
cartoons?
they used to give on Saturday mornings and shit.
Like the old
on Channel
ones?
13.
Okay, I remember some of those episodes as a kid, bro. I watched a few of them. I'm not gonna say I watched them a lot.
I used to
but
watch
know
it
what you're
Saturday
talking
night
about.
religiously with my brother, bro. Like all Saturday morning cartoons, you know.
Nah,
We
I
used to
feel
wake
it.
up, my mom would be asleep, and we would watch it and shit, dude. You know.
Yeah.
And then it's trippy because give me a second here. One of the things that I remember was I used to love it, dude. And then there was times where maybe I missed one because I had to go do something, right?
Mhm.
And I hated it, bro. And then now right now that I'm watching the whole seasons, I'm like, man, I used to watch the X-Men. And then it's like, well, I never saw that one. Well, I remember this one. You know, and I'm like a little ass kid, and my kids be like, why that shit look so grainy, dude? Like that shit is so boring. It's grainy and shit, you know?
Hey,
Because
bro.
everybody used to like 4K right now. And shit, you know?
like the old school, quality from the cartoons back then. Yeah, bro,
it's all
completely
pixelated
different.
almost.
Yeah,
and shit, dude,
bro.
you know?
I was a Spider-Man guy. I used to watch the old
Oh,
Spider-Man,
alright,
not the X-Men, but the Spider-Man
Yeah,
episodes,
yeah.
the old ones, bro.
See,
yeah, so it's the
Susie
same
Green
shit.
Eyes Lopez agrees, man. X-Men was the shit, bro.
Shout
for
out
sure,
Green
man.
Eyes.
You know?
Shout out Ghetto Child. I see you.
Yeah. He put over his whole family. That shit was fire, bro.
Nah,
You
bet.
know?
Yeah, no, bet.
yeah.
Yeah, I already knowing. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. And homie Crazy Boy, bro, he's been locking his in with a lot of different artists and shit, bro. So
That's right.
that's dope, dude. You know, appreciate him just tapping in and staying locked in with us and shit, man.
That's
you
right.
know?
Shout out Crazy Boy, man. That
Yeah,
part.
he's in Mexico. He's from originally from Ogden, Utah and shit, but he's been living out in Mexico for like he said like 9 years or so, bro.
okay,
You know?
okay.
I don't know. I hope that's not a secret, bro. You know? 'Cause,
My boy said, oops.
No, you know, I've been fucking, you know.
We were just talking about that.
Always
We were just talking about, oops.
Nah, but so yeah, dude. So all right, so I started doing the beats. Back to the story and shit, dude. You know, and I started shooting some music videos. I've actually shot some music videos myself and
That's
shit
right, that's right.
with the iPhone. So I shot
Yeah.
2 videos for Gangsta Wish, like 2 videos for fucking Knockout the homie and shit.
That's right, that's
but out
right.
of like, let's just get something done. Like we ain't doing shit right now. Let's get
Let's just
together.
do
Let's
it. Let's
and
just-
launch a
yeah.
video, bro.
Yep,
You know.
yep.
And I've told him that Like, I want to shoot performance videos for every song we invest in and shit, bro. And then we could do that with the phone, just in one spot, simple shit. And I see a lot of cats doing that shit. And with the iPhone, it looks cool with a cool light.
Oh, yeah.
And no movement, just like literally shooting the verse and shit.
Yeah,
dude, you know?
I see a lot of those videos going viral right now, where it's just like a one take shot on a tripod. They and putting the text, the captions. People want to read captions, but they want to know what the fuck you're saying, because some of these artists you can't understand, bro. I'm gonna be real. So you want to read what they're saying. Sometimes you're like, what did he say? Because that shit was hard, but it sounds weird. But I've noticed videos like that started blowing up, bro. Like, it's just quick little tripod, dope little light, maybe even 2-3 takes to make you bounce back and forth. You know what I mean? But all in one spot. And then the captions. You know what I mean? It don't even have to be major, but people are literally getting thousands and thousands of views for that. Something so simple like that, bro.
And then the thing with having a video for every song, it keeps you on the consistency, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and consistency is key in social media, right? For anything, bro. Like, you hop off 1 week and you're out of the algorithm almost and shit, bro. You know? We were like trending on TikTok and shit, and then we stopped posting for a little bit because they had that whole US shit and everything, right? We're gonna shut it down. And now we're trying to hop back in, and it's still like slow dragging again, dude. You know?
No, I feel it. You talking about COVID, right?
TikTok, like no,
when
they were gonna shut it down because of Chinese.
Yeah, because of Chinese. No, that's right. Because I don't got a TikTok. I got Instagram. My boy's been telling me to get TikTok for the longest.
You gotta have all three, dude. You know, because you can monetize all three platforms.
See, I'm messing up. I only got Instagram right now. I do got a Facebook, but I don't even engage in that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, but
we don't do the Facebook and shit for sure.
No, I feel it.
Nah, but yeah. So which one do you find more challenging, bro? Out of the three?
Out of the three, I would say that most challenging would be, because I could write a verse quick. So being an artist is easy for me.
Yeah, it's good because we're going to put a beat on in a bit right now.
All right, bet. I'm with it. And then like production, I would say it takes time because you need to find, when you're making a beat, you just kind of go off of it and then you build off it. So that kind of takes time. And the video, you got to think about shooting the video and then editing the video. So I would say the hardest would be maybe shooting the video, just because you have to pull up to the spot and shoot everything, film everything. And after you're done with that day, you still need to edit the video throughout the week. And that right there also comes with a lot more shit, depending on how much effects the artist wants. It's going to take more time. You know what I mean? So I would say the videography right now is the most difficult out of all three.
All right.
You know what I mean?
And I think you're right too, because I would agree, just because you're trying to do somebody else's vision, dude.
Yes.
And to translate that,
Well, it's cool. It's cool because, like, honestly, like, I've worked with people, like, shout out my dog Verse One, you know what I mean, from Inland West Music. My boy, when I shot his videos, he was very, very detailed. Like, he had everything scripted down. He had written down what he wanted, and he knew exactly how he wanted each shot. So that right there was dope. But I do come across a lot of people when I do film. It's like I'll pull up to the spot, and I haven't even heard the song. And they're like, hey, what can we do with it? And I'm like, fuck, give me about 15 minutes. Let me bump the song and let me see the location. You know what I mean? Let me see what I can come up with. You know what I mean? I'll come up with some shit, bro. Like, I like working on my toes sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty. Some of the best shit comes out like that. But
And do you have specific locations you like to shoot?
Well, I wouldn't say I have specific locations I like to go and shoot, but I have been in certain locations that are dope. Like, I love going to downtown LA. There's always, everything, of course, downtown is ghetto, but you can still see the beauty in the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like, if you really, like, put a little screen in front of it, bro. So I would say LA is always beautiful if you know which angle to catch. You know what I mean? Beach shots are always dope, if you got a drone, bro, that's a next level thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you know how to fly a drone right there, that's like the icing on the cake, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
do you find it difficult to match the words with the videos and shit?
Nah. I work off of Adobe Pro, the Adobe Premiere. So the way I do it is I make sure the artist brings a speaker. Or if not, if we're doing it on the phone, I'm gonna have to hold it close to the camera. Because the way I do it is I line the audio from my camera to the beat. So that's basically, once I do it, originally it just kind of snaps into the grid.
Oh, really?
So your mouth just kind of, follows everything if you line it up by sound instead of vision. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's what I found the hardest, but I use Splice, which is just a phone app.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope though, dude. And So which one do you see? Like, what do you see? Like your music path taking you, bro, right now? Like,
My music path, right now, I've been working on a lot of music,
mm-hmm.
and not just personal music. I'm on a lot of my boys' projects. Right now. So my boy shared a few of his songs. My boy Ghetto Chow, shout out my boy Ghetto Chow. You know what I mean? He showed you a few of his songs that he has for an upcoming project. I produced all that, and I'm on maybe 3 of his songs.
Oh, okay.
And
dope.
then I got another homie. I'm working with another 4-track EP. Shout out my dog Blends the Outlaw. He's from Dino. But we also got another track coming out, or another EP, 4-track EP with all my beats as well. You know, so I just got a bunch of work going out. But as far as where I see my music going, you know, I'm hoping it just opens opportunities to network and just build, bro. Like, if I do blow up, it'll be a blessing, bro. You know what I mean? It'll be a blessing in disguise in reality, because I just love doing the music. The music has always been a part of me. But it's just, if I could tell you, oh, I see myself being number 1 on the charts, I don't see it realistically like that. Like I love music to a point where if I make it or not, I'm comfortable with it. You know what I mean? Like I love doing it regardless. You know what I mean? But as far as what I see it going, we got a lot of music coming. You know what I mean? We got a lot of new projects, so I'm excited to see where that's gonna land when it drops. You know what I mean? So.
And then you've met a lot of people through music then.
Oh yeah,
right?
I've met a lot of people through music. I would say I met a lot more new people with the videos.
Oh, okay.
With the videos, because like I said, I barely started doing these videos. I barely started maybe like 4 years ago.
4 years,
but within those 4 years, I've been from LA to Corona to back to Dino to LA, like artists from everywhere, bro. And it's just like that right there. It leads to more networking, because when they find out the videographer, man, is an artist and a producer, it just sparks more conversation. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, like when they say, oh, you just shoot videos? No, I do this and this and that. So that just opens more doors. You know what I mean? So like, bro.
And they all complement each other, right? Like as a company, bro.
Yeah, it's all in the same category. You know what I mean? Because every artist that does music, they want a beat, they want a video, so it's all in the same circle.
Yeah.
You know?
And would you also think that you're like which one would you like to pursue the most?
Which one would I like to pursue?
Yeah. Because at one point it's gonna get overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that part.
If it hasn't already, right?
Well, I would say I would like the video business to build a little more out of all 3, because that business brings in a lot more money than the other 2. You know what I mean? Like the being an artist, it wouldn't bring so much money unless you really like Kendrick level. You know, like in reality, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be a billionaire unless you're up there, I guess. You know what I mean? But I would say that realistically, the video business has been a strong foundation out of all 3 to bring more revenue, more money. You know what I mean? So I would hope that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would hope that.
Yeah, because the busier you get, the more you raise your price.
I can establish that as a business. You know what I mean? And then even though I'm shooting the music and the beat making is always gonna come into the conversation. Always. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I hope the video business does, solidify itself.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, and then I mean videography, bro. Music videos is one aspect of it, right? There's gonna be some things like, for example, people that want to shoot live events, bro.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then you got to upgrade the equipment to multiple cameras and like kind of how like we have here, right, to shoot a concert, bro. Like they could take you to those paths where now you're shooting a Kendrick Lamar concert or a Beyonce shit, and then, you know how now they want to be streaming the concerts on Netflix after the fact and shit, bro. Right, like once it happens, they upload it on Apple Music or something, you know. So it does have a lot of potential for that, and that's just what people have thought of. Like one thing that I always tell my kids too, bro, not saying you're a kid or nothing, no, but like just in relation to picking something to stick with, is like what people see right now, it's already been done, right? So it's like people have been shooting music videos for a while. So like how can you either make that shit better, easier, or like invent something new? Like what right now our man capacity only knows music videos, but maybe there's something else, right, that somebody's gonna invent in the next 3 or 10 years or some shit, bro, right? That's gonna be crazy. Where it's like, oh no, this is how we do music now, and then it's like, oh shit, you get me?
Hey, I'm already seeing that AI is editing all the videos nowadays, bro. So
I had AI write me 16 bars for a song, bro.
I'm pretty sure that shit can do it.
And I was rapping that shit, and I sounded like I've been doing that shit for a minute, dude.
Hey, real shit, though. Like that's good. That's a game changer right there. Is AI is AI can do so much nowadays. I've seen like the little, the sponsors and all that shit. Like
Yeah.
you can literally like film something on your phone and throw it on the AI, and it could like maybe 3-4 clips that you have filmed. They'll make a video for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Put it
yeah,
together for you. You don't even need somebody to edit your video no more.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
in
Down the
reality.
line and shit, dude.
Yeah, in the
I think
future, for
that
the
there's
future,
always
for
gonna
sure.
be that human touch, though, huh?
Yeah.
That like I just like the way this guy does it.
Yeah,
You get
see
me?
that even with the music, like AI can always replicate shit, but it's just something about the human, like you said, the human touch, bro. That's just it can't copy that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And then I think sooner or later, I mean, AI is only getting better. It's harder to tell what's AI now,
Yeah,
right?
for us.
There's a lot of people using it at work, like to come up with projects and shit.
No,
you know.
that part, yeah, bro. Like that's.
And
the
you know
future.
who watching, you know who I'm talking about. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wink, wink.
But nah,
Wink,
like
wink.
yeah, ChatGPT changed the game, bro. That's like one of the most popular ones. And anytime like I have a question, my wife always tells me, "Oh, check with ChatGPT," and I do, and it comes out with a fucking solution, bro. You know, even product inventions, all kinds of shit. I just saw this other video the other day where somebody used AI to make $1 million business on Amazon and shit, bro. And basically they updated, they put some like sales statistics onto ChatGPT or whatever or an AI, and then it found the winning product and it told them what to make different and how to market it, and then how much inventory to buy and how to scale it. And they basically did it and supposedly make some money, bro. You know,
bro.
that's what's up.
Hey, bro. Yeah, like I said, AI is gonna change the world, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mars Queen Marlene, man. We trying, bringing the content out here. Yeah, see PG 929 said AI all day and shit.
AI all day.
Nah, yeah, she uses it a lot for sure, dude. You know,
that's the future.
yeah,
That's
it
the
is,
future
dude. And
right there.
and then you just gotta know. So to me, AI is a good starting point.
Yep.
Right, it gives you an idea, creativity, and then you gotta put your into it and
That
shit,
part.
bro. You get me to make
Yup.
it yourself, and now it's your idea and shit,
Yup,
right? You know,
yup.
I was using it a lot for covers to make art covers
The
for
cover arts?
cover art for
Oh,
the
dope.
thing, dude. You know,
Yeah, I heard that shit can do it too, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
AI is
yeah,
gonna
for
change the
sure.
world.
Yeah.
It's gonna change the world, bro.
nah,
for
yeah,
sure,
for
though.
real, man. You know,
Yo.
but yeah, so like going back to you a little bit, bro. Like, so you like the videography, you want to expand that as a business, like. How many like who are you trying to work with, dude, at this level and shit?
Bro.
Or who have you worked with, I guess. That's I mean you said a lot of like Ghetto Child and all them.
Well,
But like
I would say I worked with a lot of local artists.
okay.
A lot of local artists from
Up and coming and shit,
up
basically.
and coming
All right,
artists.
yeah.
As far as somebody big, well, let's see. I wouldn't say someone like super big like that. I can't even name some, but I can name some of the local artists. Like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see, like
what's up.
some of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
local artists that I did film were like people in Corona, like Big Jumps or from Mita Loma. I shot a video for Big Temps.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
I shot a few people from that side. They're little homies. I just can't remember the name, but I've worked with a lot of local artists. That's what I would say. Like a lot more local artists than anybody who's really popping. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Okay.
a lot of the people that I work with, they're coming up. They're trying to come up.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
what's
mean?
up, dude.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's good that you cater to that market as well too, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, we live in the world where everybody's like, I don't want to say everybody, man, but a lot of people, like I was telling you, don't fuck with people just because you only got 92 followers and shit, bro. Oh, you ain't for real. And it's like bro, everybody start with zero, homie. You get me? You with 100K shit started at zero, bro. You get me?
It's like
you forgot.
it's like the following. That's all that matters nowadays.
I know,
It's like,
and a lot of these shits are fake, bro.
Yeah,
Like I've been seeing people that have 100K followers and they're getting like 200 views, and it's like, whoa, you trying to get me to pay you $50 for a promo, bro? You get me? Like, come on, man.
They got like 20,000 views and only like 3 comments.
Yeah, right. You know, that's what I'm
nah,
talking
I
about.
feel
That's
it.
how you can tell. Like
Yep.
you can tell now. You're over exaggerated,
I
man.
feel it.
You know.
Yeah, I feel it.
I see it, dude. You know, and it sucks because for everybody else just trying to do it the right way, you get hidden into all that fakeness and shit, bro. I think you get me?
No, I feel it.
You know.
You're like, I got all the fucking likes. Yeah, but you pay like $100 for them.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel it.
Yeah, and then I guess the music companies are getting a little bit smarter. Like on DistroKid, like they tell you when you upload your music. I don't know if you use DistroKid and shit.
I use this.
They'll tell you right there, like if you use the content ID, the YouTube content ID, that you can't use fake like not I don't want to say fake, but you can't pay for people to run up your numbers and shit, you know?
Okay.
And I've had people like our account, dude. I had people that reach out to us and be like, give me $50 and I'll get you 10,000 new followers and shit.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, bro, like I could just spend $50 on making something to try and get even 2 followers, but at least they'll be loyal and shit, bro. You get me? Like if I get 10,000 fake accounts, how does that work for me, dude? Like how does that help me and shit?
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
You get me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you're right though. It's like a lot of people do pay for their views, bro. You just don't know what's real.
Yeah.
I mean, they even pay for the little blue check.
They pay for that shit, dude?
I know a lot of fools who only have like 2,000 followers have that little blue check. I'm like, how'd you get that?
Yeah.
In reality,
I'm verified, dude.
You verified, huh? You paid that shit.
Nah, and it's cool. I think like Latin Beats is dope. I think like channels like that actually work hard to get to where they are. It's dope that they have those platforms and they're able to charge and help like homies basically you know get noticed and shit, bro.
No, definitely. I have a couple more songs on Latin Beats, so shout out Latin Beats, bro.
I noticed a lot of the outlaws use Latin Beats too and stuff, right?
They use Latin Beats. I know Neighborhood Music when they were Neighborhood. I think I think they changed it. I'm not sure, but yeah, they use a lot some of those platforms, bro. I put my music on some of those platforms too. You know what I mean? So like, shout out those platforms, bro, because they do kind of like give you
a boost and shit, right?
They give you a boost and
sure.
a following and it's organic following people.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I mean. It's organic still and shit. Yeah,
people that tap in with you. Oh, I seen you on Latin Beats type shit. You know what I mean? It's not like oh, I can get you this much following for $10. Like, nah, it's not those accounts. They're authentic.
Yeah. They're basically just charging you because they got the large platform and they're putting it on there, and whatever comes out of it, right? Like, you know. I think that's dope for sure, man. Yeah. Shout out Latin Beats. They've been doing it and shit, you know? Somebody put thumbs down. Ghetto child. But there's other platforms too, you know? For sure. For sure, dude. Mars Queen Marlene said, it's $15 a month for the verification check. Ain't nobody got time for that. I feel you on that. Like, I think when we check, they wanted like $100 or something crazy like that. Was it $100, Charlie?
Yeah, it's crazy.
For the business one, dude, a month. And I was like, "What?
So you gotta pay monthly for that?"
And I was like, "What does it give us?" And the only benefit that it had for us, dude, was that you can add links to Reels, which is what we want. We had a lot of links to the YouTube Shorts to take us to different places and shit. But this one was adding links to the Reels, which the Reels get the most views and shit, bro. You know, like your stories. On us, they average about 200 to 250 views, but our Reels go between 800 to 2,000 and shit, bro. You get me? So more eyes and all that, dude. You know?
I feel that.
And I seen somebody had a problem right here. They're trying to send a super, but it says error. It's probably because it's in Mexico, bro. Maybe it's not like the Mexican YouTube not connected to the U.S. YouTube, like on the monetization part of it, bro. Maybe that's the only thing I can assume, bro. But we do got that Cash App, bro. If you want to, we got that sticker right there that the homie can put on if anybody want to put that on there.
My child said, I am the Latin beast.
You see it right there? Yeah. We'll put that Cash App, man, if anybody want to donate some money and shit, man, You don't got to, but we got the Cash App, so fuck it, right? We can just put that shit up. But nah, so yeah, back to you, bro, Like, where do you see yourself in, like, the next 5 years, bro?
Hopefully moved out of my house that I am right now.
Oh, yeah?
Into a different neighborhood with a nicer house and a nicer neighborhood.
With the white picket fence and shit?
Yeah, that's the goal right now. Right now is, just to make, just to make sure the family has a stable platform to stand on, bro. So whatever I do with the music and the production and the videos, it's got to happen. If not, then I'm going to have to switch the hustle. But for the most part, I am pushing this video business to the max. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make that shit a legitimate business. The production is like something that's gonna be the same way as far as the music. I'm always gonna do it. It's whether I make it or not. Because that's just something that I've always enjoyed. You know what I mean?
And you can do it as a pastime too.
Yeah,
and shit,
that
right?
part. You know what I mean? Or I could always do it because I got, like I said, I got a lot of homies who do music and are always looking for beats, and they know I can make beats. So yeah, bro, they know that. The homies that do know me that I make beats, they'll wait. You gonna make a beat? Okay, I'll wait for. No worries. But what I see myself in 5 years, hopefully this business, as far as the video business expands, dramatically, hopefully, you know what I mean, and for the music and the beats, I see it, gradually growing. You know what I mean, with the video business, hopefully.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think like once you make a name for yourself in one aspect or one of the paths you take, it's gonna obviously help the other path, bro.
no,
Right?
that part.
Right?
Yeah.
Like once you're like the dopest videographer in fucking Fontana to LA and shit, bro. People will be like, "Oh shit, you make beats too." They're more inclined to check them out, no?
That part.
And then once they know you make beats, they're like, "Oh shit, you rap, bro? Oh,
Yep.
how much for a verse? How many? You get
Yep.
me? Like that, right?
That's
It's
how,
all about establishing a brand and shit, bro, right?
And that's how it always is. It's like that, and even with conversations when I do film for artists and all that, like the music and the beat conversation comes up. Like, dog, you do beats and you make music. I didn't know that. I thought you was just a videographer.
Yeah.
You know, and like that, like I said, that's always more conversation and more doors opening in that aspect, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
that's
what I
what's
mean?
up,
Like
dude.
for us.
You know what's funny and shit? Your answer was good because when somebody asked me what I saw myself in 5 years, I would be like, damn, with my feet kicked up, smoking a blunt in the backyard pool and shit, you know? And my wife's gonna kill me for saying this on TV, but she hates. I honestly, dude, I have simple dreams in life and shit, bro. You get me? And then like that's one of my things. Like I wish that everything was paid for. I could just chill and kick my feet up, bro, and blaze one and watch TV and shit.
Chill.
You get me?
No,
But
I
I've
feel
been a
that.
grinder, bro. You know, so she feel me. But when she asked me like, how do you feel? Like, where do you see yourself and shit? And I just be like, well, shit. To be honest, I wish I can just roll one up right now and,
Yeah,
and chill,
just
man.
chill.
You get me?
Kick back.
Drink a 40 and shit.
Get paid to do that.
You can get paid to do that. You get me?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
And she be like, damn, like I can't believe you're still the same from when I was 16, bro. You get me? Because she's known me when I was like that young, you know?
Yup.
And it's just like, well, I mean, that's who I am at my core. I've always been the same person and
I
shit.
feel
You get
that.
me?
I feel that.
I'm just,
Yup.
I got grown up responsibilities
That
right now
part,
and
yeah,
shit. You
that
get me?
part, yup,
Yeah, but
yup.
I don't mean I'm not who I am and shit. I'm gonna do what's right because that's the kind of person I am and shit.
Yup.
But as soon as I don't have to do it, you best believe, I'm gonna be up there, putting one in the air and shit.
That
You know?
part. Hey, that part. What you there? Hey, bro.
I earned this.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Enjoy the labors or the fruits of your labor,
The
bro.
fruits of
That
my-
part,
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
for
enjoy
sure,
it.
man. You know,
Definitely.
But yeah, nah, and then like who do you wish to work with, bro? And now that you're doing like all three, bro, like from like all three aspects, like who do you want to like do music with?
All right. As far as being an artist and doing music with, shit, I would like. Of course, I like to work with Yellow Hill. That fool's dope as
Yellow
fuck.
Hill?
Yeah, Yellow Hill's dope
Let's
as
call
fuck.
him up right now,
You
bro.
know what I mean? Homeboy.
Nah, he was on the pod too and
No,
shit,
that's
bro.
dope. Yeah, Yellow
Yeah.
Hill's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
he
him
is, bro.
coming
He
up.
is, yeah.
You know what I mean? I would say, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like Yellow Hill is one step away from being a star, bro.
hey, bro.
Like
hey,
he's dope
as
right
fuck.
now, but I think he's like once he gets on that radio, like because he's on the Texas radio. I saw that he was posting that.
All right.
But I think once he's like like right there, bro. You
That's
get me?
right, yeah,
like
yeah,
right
that's
there.
right, that's
And
right.
he's such a humble dude, bro.
That's right.
Like,
That's dope as
that
fuck.
was cool, man.
Hell yeah. Well, as far as being an artist, I'll say the top 3 foods I would like to work with that are coming up or that have a platform already. I would say, Yellow Hill. Maybe I like Compton AV. Homeboy's dope.
He hasn't done no music lately though, right? Or has he? Or I just missed it. And shit.
I'm not sure. I know he had a few hits,
Bangers and
a
shit.
few bangers like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple months ago that I was listening to. But Compton AV, and then I would say my last person I would want to work with would be like let's see, hey, maybe Drummer Boy from Pomona.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. I
Drummer
fucks
Boy
with
from
Drummer Boy,
Pomona. I
bro.
fuck
I
with
think
Drummer
he's
Boy.
dope for sure,
Homeboy
man.
is dope as fuck. And
He is
like,
dope, bro.
I would say those would be the three cats I would want to work with that are coming up like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's-
Too bad you didn't say Young Dopey, bro, because I would have been like, we're going to hit the studio with Young Dopey and shit,
I'm
bro.
down to work
Nah,
with
you
Young
know
Dopey
what?
too, though.
I'm always promoting the homies, bro. Too bad you didn't say Knockout, because he's about to pull up. We just booked the studio and shit, dude, you know?
That's right. That's right.
Nah, that was your choice, bro. You know,
Nah, I
like,
feel
to
it.
me, I think those are some good choices, bro. I mean, those guys make bangers. Compton AV makes bangers, bro. Fucking Yellow Hill is fucking tearing it out right now, bro, for sure. And Young Drummer Boy, obviously, bro. I mean, he's one of the good ones right now and shit, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
that
him
part.
and Little G doing their thing, bro. You know,
Yeah.
that dynamic duo that they put together is insane to me, bro. You get me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And then like for videography, bro, like who would you like to shoot a video for and shit, bro?
Damn, bro, as videography, bro, I would like to shoot,
Like right now, you had the opportunity, you have to do a free video and
a
shit,
free
bro.
video for someone who had like a real big platform. If I had to pick somebody, because I still listen to the OG hip hop and shit, bro,
Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it Exhibit. Like,
Shit,
I would
Exhibit?
fuck with Exhibit, bro. I like Exhibit.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? He's a West Coast trophy I like, bro. You know what I mean? And if
a little underrated though,
a little
right?
underrated.
You know, like he like made it and then like switched to acting kind of shit or something.
Yeah, a little underrated, bro. But
Yeah.
I would like to shoot a video for Homeboy, bro, because I've always liked his style, dog.
Yeah,
You
he's
know
dope.
what I mean? Yeah.
He's dope. I like that one song. Was it the Reckless album?
Which song?
No, but the Reckless album that he launched where he's like, I think like standing like this and there's a blue cover in the back.
I think that's the one where he did Alcoholic or Alcohol.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
call it what you wanna call it. I'm a fucking damn. I'm telling you, he was fucking.
Yeah, that one,
yeah. He had his time, dude. You know that to me, that was banging too and shit.
Yeah. Bro.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. And like and beats and all that, bro. Like, who inspires you, man?
Of course, Dr. Dre, bro.
Dr. Dre?
You know what I mean? I've always fucked with the West Coast sound like Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I do like Scott Storch. You know what I mean? That white boy gets down.
He's been
bro.
doing it for a while too. And shit.
Scott Storch is very dope. I would say there's a lot of producers that are dope, bro. Like Timberland is dope. You know what I mean?
DJ Mustard's fucking
like,
crazy. And
DJ
shit,
Mustard is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like DJ Quick. You know
Did
what
you
I
see
mean?
the song where Lefty Gunplay comes out with Kendrick Lamar?
Oh, the one where it says scary, spooky, hilarious.
But you know that one beat where they switch it up and it's dun 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 dun.
Dun. Yeah, the sample for it, right?
Yeah,
I don't know what the exact
it's
sample
Superman.
Is it?
The champion song, where he's gonna fly out.
No way.
So I saw a TikTok video of a young kid. I guess he remakes the beats, and he had that playing, and it's the Superman song, and then he slows it down, and then adds the shit, and it comes out to the DJ Mustard. He even threw the Mustard sound on there.
That's dope.
And I was thinking, like, you know how long that sample has been around, and nobody ever fucked with it and shit?
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy. That's talent right there,
that's
bro.
Crazy
That is
fuck.
fucking talent.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
dope as fuck.
And for you not even to know it, and everybody knows Superman and shit.
Yeah,
you
no,
know
that part.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I did not know that.
But I saw that and I was like, damn, that's how it's talent right there.
Yeah.
That's like, and for somebody to be able to break that down, to be like, oh, this shit came from here.
From
I
a
can do it. I can
sample.
redo this shit. You get me? I
Yeah.
think that shit was dope too, bro.
I think sampling is dope as fuck, bro. You know, if you can sample like an oldie or sample something that's relevant and make it sound like not like that sample and flip it to make it something dope, that shit is creative as fuck. Bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
No, I think so. So yeah, so besides Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, that's it that inspire you. What about in your raps, bro?
In my raps, shit, I grew up listening to like Big Pun. I would say like Big L, Method Man. Shit, bro, like Eminem, 50 Cent, Game, Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say a lot of the West Coast pioneers like Nate Dogg and Corrupt. You know what I mean? Like I grew up listening to that type of music.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
like Kevin Gates and shit?
Kevin Gates. I've heard who he is, but I don't listen to him.
He has some real shit
No,
too
no.
that I like and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm still like if I listen to hip hop, it's like it's in the 90s to 2000 era still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the era I still like to listen to.
And you know what's a trip for us, dude? Like as the West Factory, we invested in so much music, dude, that I have this playlist of just all the artists we fuck with, and I just play that all the time, and it's like so much like to just shuffle through and shit,
Nah,
dude, which is crazy.
I feel
So
that.
sometimes I don't rap, but I enjoy music and shit. I always say that, I don't rap, but I just don't want to get misled, bro. Yeah, I don't want nobody to take it on YouTube and be like, oh, this fool acting like he that's why I always clear that like I don't rap, but like
I feel it. I feel like as an artist, Eric, you're gonna have to get used to that.
right. And then Big E the other day he asked me for something. I forgot, or he told me something, and I was like, oh, that shit is dope, bro, for sure. And he was like, I told him, but I'm not an artist, bro. I don't rap and shit. He's like, you're an artist at heart, bro. I was like, oh, thank you for that.
You're an artist at
Nobody's
heart,
ever
bro.
told me
It's
that
okay.
shit, dude. You get me?
No, I feel that.
Nah, but that's what's up, dude, Yeah, and Big E, shout out to Big E and Oxnard, bro. He be putting it down too and shit. He's
That's
gonna
right.
open up for Yellow Hill and Young
That's
Dopey as
right,
well,
that's
man.
right. I
You
can't
know?
wait for that show, bro. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope as fuck.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Shout out my boy Young Doug and Ghetto Child because they got slots, bro.
And Nate too, man.
Yeah, my
you
boy.
know?
Hey, I'll probably be on stage with them too if they perform something that I'm on.
You know what, Ghetto Child? Challenge accepted, bro. I'm gonna spit something. I'm gonna put 16 bars together. You know, I actually booked the studio today, 7:30 to 11:30, bro, with Knockout. So I'm gonna ask Knockout. He needs me on the hook or something, bro. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, you start off with something small, like a
heard
hook
it here.
and shit, bro.
You heard
get
it
me?
here first. You heard it here first.
Hey, y'all heard the intro? That's me on the intro and shit, bro. You know?
Okay, so the intro that when you before the podcast starts, that's your beat?
No, that's somebody. That's Underground Chemist.
Oh, okay.
I bought that beat just for the podcast.
Oh,
and shit,
okay,
You know,
okay,
because I
okay.
liked how the vibe is and
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, Underground Chemist is dope too, bro. I know.
Yeah. He does some dope shit and
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
remakes and shit though,
Yup.
right? That's his style and shit. You
Yup.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a couple of beats from my homeboys that are artists that showed me from him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's dope as fuck.
You heard that song that we played with Dopey yesterday, his unreleased track, the Promise to Myself?
No.
Oh, well, Underground Chemist created that beat off the Larry June song.
Oh,
and
okay,
shit, dude,
that's
you know?
right, that's right.
Yeah.
No, that cat's talented, bro.
Yeah, he did. We work a lot with, shout out to Beast Melody, man. He's a homie out in Russia and shit, bro. And he be making beats, some hip hop style beats and shit, you know? That's who I work with the most. Rare one. He raps. He's out in East LA, Baldwin Park area.
All right,
He raps, he engineers,
that's right.
and he makes beats. So I get a lot of beats off of him too.
That's right.
He be shooting me like deals, bro. You know, like I'll make an EP for this month. Give me half now, half when we're done type shit. So I rock with that. But he includes the studio hours, the beats, and the mix and mastering in that whole deal. Like, so now I just copped that deal. I find the artist, and then I was like, hey, homie, I got this deal. Here's the beat selection. Pick the 8 or 6 beats or whatever, and let's go make an EP and shit.
That's dope as fuck.
All in one place, right?
Nice,
You
yep,
get me?
nice,
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you start paying for that shit separately, it gets expensive.
It does, yeah, for sure,
real,
dude.
For real.
Yeah, right now we're working with an artist from Pyro, California, young 17-year-old bro named Baby Joint.
Okay.
Young, raw dude, you know, still like really talented and all that, bro. So hopefully he blows up, bro. You know, that's the artist we're gonna be focusing a lot of energy on in the next year or so, bro. You know.
No, that part. All right.
Yeah, and you know he's hungry, dude. He's trying to get it and shit, bro. You know, and
That's right.
so that's what's up. So I'm trying to find out. He likes a lot of beats like the Shoreline Mafia type shit.
Oh, okay.
Right,
okay.
and it's crazy because I like beats a certain way. So I usually shoot beats like, oh, I like this shit. I like this beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hear your voice on it. And sometimes they'll be like, damn, that's not my sound, though. Damn, that's not my sound. And I'd be like, but it's a dope ass beat. You get me?
Yeah, no,
But now you have to vibe it, bro.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it don't make sense. Now you're making it's like when your parents, and I don't want to, like, I'm not his parent. I'm not saying, like, I'm giving an analogy, bro, you know? I always clarify myself. I don't want fools taking anything out of context,
No,
bro,
I
when
feel
I
that.
say something, you know?
Yup.
But like when you tell your kids like, hey, go do that, and then they gotta go and do it like all mad and shit. No, like that's the same shit with a beat. No, like, damn, I don't fuck with this beat, but you know what? I'm gonna do it because this fool say he wanna do it and shit. You get me?
Yeah, it could be like that, bro.
But nah, so what would you say to people, bro, that are barely starting to do something, bro? Like, you know?
If I can say anything to anybody starting up anything, bro, just don't quit. You know what I mean? Just stay at it. You're always gonna go through ups and downs. You know what I mean? You're always gonna come through roadblocks. You know, I would just stay consistent and stay at it because persistence eventually is gonna pay off. You know what I mean?
for real.
Your hard work will speak volumes if you're doing a good job.
That's true, dude. Hard work always, it never goes unnoticed, bro, for sure, man, you know?
Yep, that part.
And I saw somebody send us a $10 super, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It says in Mexico, like pesos type shit, dude. So I assume that's Crazy Boy, man. So shout out, homie. Appreciate you sending that love, bro, you know?
Hey.
That's what's up, dude, you know?
Yep.
Appreciate everybody on the chat, too, man. Immunity
out
chat.
everybody on
Young
the chat.
Doug, SR West Bez, Lintonero,
yeah.
man. That's what's up, man. But not, bro, like, so what are actually, and I want to go back, like, what would you say to somebody that's starting to rap, bro?
Somebody that's starting to
Or
rap.
would that what you said applies to just generally all three and shit?
Well, I would say what I said, of course, would apply to all three. Anything you're trying to pursue, bro, just stay at it. You know what I mean? If you really have a passion for it. For somebody who's just starting to rap, I would say, I would say just be relevant. I mean, not be real and relevant. You know what I mean? Because when people start rapping about stuff that doesn't, you know, have to do with you, people can just see it. You know what I mean? So I would say be real. You know, don't fake the funk when you're rapping because eventually that shit will catch up to you.
Yeah, it would,
You know
dude.
what I mean? So
Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody.
know somebody. So if you saying you click clack power man down and you're not about that, your homeboy's gonna call you out on that. No, but I would say anybody coming up as an artist, just I would just say just be real with yourself, bro. When you write your verses, bro, make sure that they're relatable to yourself. Because of course, when you write your music, bro, it's like you're expressing yourself, depending on what the song you're doing. But with that being said, bro, just I would just say keep it real. You know what I mean? Don't come on some bullshit that's gonna backfire. Because once you record it, bro, it's there.
Yeah, for everybody, dude.
For everybody.
Hey, Ghetto Child, I appreciate you sending in that buck, bro, man. That's much love, man. I appreciate you showing all that support that we got, man, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, what's the hardest thing that you find filming music videos, bro?
The hardest thing? I would say if I pulled up to the video shoot and I haven't heard the song and you want me to do something on the spot, that would be the most challenging thing instead of me pulling up and you haven't had a plan.
Oh,
so
right,
if I pull up and I didn't have a plan and I haven't even heard your song, I would say it's a challenge because I have to spend a couple, play it over a few times, drink my beer, smoke my blunt, and then come up with ideas.
There you go.
You feel me? But I would have to I would say that would be the hardest thing as far as like, you know what I mean? But as far as editing and all that, it takes time, but it's not hard. It just takes time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not hard at all. It's
I know.
Yeah, but I would just say, just preparing the shot and actually getting it right for the edit is the hardest.
That's what's
up.
What I mean? And like, because I used to edit we used to do this podcast pre-recorded and shit.
Oh, okay.
And it used to be like an hour, 30 minutes and all that. And I would have to edit it, and then I would be like, man, like I hated editing, dude, you know?
I feel it.
And I was like, because we used to record the audio and then record with the iPhone, and I had to piece it together, right?
Yeah.
But it was more like one of the things the challenging things was that you have to watch the hour and a half. You have to cut it. Yeah. Let's say you get into an hour, and then you got to watch a whole hour. So that's like already, plus you had to film it. That's already 4 hours of your life that you spend on one video,
I
bro.
know, for real.
And then if somebody wants changes and shit, you gotta watch it for another fucking hour.
Go through and make those changes.
So you could be doing 6 to 8 hours on one podcast video, bro.
No,
and I was like, nah, we gotta do it live and uncut and raw and shit, man. You know?
That part. I just see my boy Big Kills from Pure and Cut Camp tapped in, bro. Shout out to the Pure and Cut Camp. That part.
Pure and Cut?
Yes, sir.
They rap or
Pure Uncut is a brand. Pure Uncut is a brand from coming off from San Bernardino, bro. They rap. They I know they're coming out with Mexican beer lagers and shit. So
dope.
They're doing more than just rap, bro.
Oh,
you
shit.
know what I mean? So I want to shout out to the whole team, Pure Uncut team, Big Kills, Blends, H909, Mellow, Daydreamer, everybody from there, the guy, you know what I mean?
Make sure y'all tap in on the Instagram, man. We'll get you on the platform and shit, man. It says live uncut.
Live uncut.
Yeah, that's for the podcast, man. You got to do it live for sure, man. You know.
Yup. Hell yeah.
I think that's Knockout outside. I don't know, because he was calling me, dude. I don't know if you can check. Yeah, we got some people coming and shit, man. You know.
All right.
But nah, I think that's dope, man.
Oh yeah. Shout out Pure and Cut.
Let me see right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My bad, dude. But yeah. So anything else you want to say to people? We're going into an hour right here, bro. You know.
All right, but I'll just shout out.
We can keep going and shit, but I know you got a video.
Yeah, I got a video to shoot right now. Like I don't know what time is it right now.
Right now, 7:13.
7:13. I got to like 7:30. You know what I mean? Like but if I want to say shout out to all my peoples who tapped into this interview. You know what I mean? Want to give a shout out to the Pure and Cut team for tapping in, all my young outlaws, you know what I mean? Shout out Inland West, my dog King Mac, verse 1, you know what I mean? Shout out to my wife, my son. I want to give a shout out to the everybody that just supports me, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate y'all tapping in and tapping into the West Factory, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Support the homie because, he's an upcoming podcast that's about to blow the fuck up. That's all I got to say.
We trying, man. We trying, you know?
That part.
Nah, definitely. I appreciate everybody that taps in, man. You know, make sure you go check out the emoji gear, man, out on our website, the www.thewestfactoryshop.com. We got 15% on all orders. We got a little bit of some Southsider hats left. I think like 4 and some Eastsider ones left, man. So you gotta cop those before they're all gone. These were just some samples we just did too, man. You know.
That's right.
But no, that's what's up, bro. And I appreciate you making time for us. Everybody on the chat and everybody that tapped in, man.
I appreciate you having me, brother. Real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really do appreciate you having me, dog.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Tomorrow we're at not with Knockout and Oxnard, man. We're gonna be doing the Section 8 with Self Provoke show. He's gonna hop on stage, man. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna make sure I drop it so y'all can see the show, man, for whoever couldn't make it to Oxnard. And then definitely we'll have that on here for you guys, man, so you guys can see Knockout rocking the stage out there, man, for sure. Yeah. So we'll be out there, man. Anybody in Oxnard that wants to tap in, we're gonna have the merch out there and everything, man, at the show. So make sure you check in with us. But appreciate you making time for us, bro. We're gonna hop over here and do that what if section real quick for that exclusive content, man. You know. Yes, and sir. Thanks for everybody spending their Friday night with us, man. That shit is dope. I appreciate the love and all that, man, and the support y'all giving us, man. It's really making us do more and more, man. So y'all don't even know how much this means to us and shit. We're a small little team right here, man. You know. Yeah. So that's what's up, man. Stay tuned for more. We got Demon, the 16 letter boy, on Sunday as well, too, man. So stay tuned for that one, dude. So, hey, that's it, man. Have a good night, everybody.
Self-made hustler in the building, baby. Y'all have a good night.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go.